Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be making my spin on a pulled pork sandwich. It's between two soft cinnamon buns. Yes, it's a must try recipe, so keep on watching. So first we're going to get our pork butt washed and pat dry, and I'm going to be slicing it into manageable pieces because I'll be cooking it in my Instapot. So yes, the whole butt cannot fit. So I have to slice it up into 3 pieces. Once we have those sliced nicely, we are going to start on our dry rub. I went in with a lot of garlic powder, a lot of onion powder, and some paprika. Then I'm going to add my salt and black pepper. You want to make sure you're not light on the seasoning because, baby, it's a big pork butt. So we're going to need it to be well seasoned. I then added some cumin, and I also added some brown sugar. I also added some thyme leaves, but as you can see, they were falling everywhere. But yeah, I added some thyme leaves to my mixture and mixed that all together to get ready to season our pork. So we're also going to need to slice 2 whole onions, and we won't be using our cutting board after this, so you can hide your cutting boards. So we're going to place our pork in a bowl and we're going to drizzle it with some olive oil. The olive oil will help our seasoning to stay on that pork. To that olive oil, we're going to add some chopped garlic, and we are going to use our hands and we are going to massage that pork until it's oily, until it's garlicky and moist. So we're going to add our dry season to our pork and just watch how I season that pork and massage that seasoning in. You want that pork to be fully seasoned. So you have the option of doing this step from days before or the night before or the morning of. It's up to you, but the longer the pork marinades, the more flavorful that pork will be. I did it from the morning of, but you can always do it from the night before or whenever you prefer. So with my Instapot on the browning setting, I am going to add some olive oil so we can start to brown our pork. So we're going to add our pork to the hot oil and we're going to be cooking it until it's brown on each side. So we're going to repeat this step to all 3 pieces of pork, and once all 3 pieces of pork are browned, we're going to add our onion to the pot. So we're going to be using some chicken broth to deglaze our pan. You can also use beef broth. I didn't have any beef broth, so I used chicken. I also added some apple cider vinegar and some barbecue sauce. So we'll be adding our pork back to the pot and cooking it on the pressure cooker setting for 90 minutes. So this is our pork after cooking for 90 minutes, and look how tender that is. You can see how it breaks apart. I don't have to, I'm just showing you. I have to tell you, I'm just showing you how this pork breaks. So I added 2 pieces to my dish, and I'm going to go ahead and start to shred my pork. And just look, I don't even have to do it with any effort. Like, it's just breaking apart. Just look how tender that pork is, and just look how juicy it is. So we're going to spray our baking sheet and add our Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, which we are going to be baking for 13 to 15 minutes. So while that is in the oven, we're going to make our barbecue sauce. I use the juice from my pork. I skim the oil off the top and use some of the juice because that is the most flavorful part. I added some honey as well as some tomato paste and brown sugar for sweetness. I added my cornstarch and cooked it for around 2 to 3 minutes, or until it was thick enough to my liking. So this is how my barbecue sauce turned out. We're going to pour that mixture all over our pulled pork and get that all mixed together. Look at my pulled pork. You could just eat that. You could just eat that right out the bowl. You don't even need the cinnamon buns at this point. But look at my pulled pork. Like, look at it. And these are how my cinnamon buns turned out. And look at the pulled pork between those buns. Listen, if you liked this video, please comment, subscribe, and press the thumbs up. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching.